Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello friends, what's up? By the title of this video, you probably know that I'm living in an RV and it is so cool. I'm loving it. There's a whole story and I'll get to that. I just kind of wanted to start the video. We woke up, we stretched. It's 9 o'clock right now. We already ate breakfast and he went to do something. I'll get into that later too. I have to do like 3.5 hours of work. I'm just gonna work from home today and then I'm gonna show you guys the RV. I'm gonna clean, organize, and just give you guys a little life update. I'm back, finished working, and now I'm gonna give you a tour of the RV. I'll give you a tour first and then I'll give you a backstory. Sorry if it's noisy because we have the air on. It's literally 90 degrees out already. It's not even noon, so let's go. This RV isn't brand new. It's not renovated or anything. It's like new. It's been taken care of. Everything works, everything's new, everything's clean. It's just like the decor is really outdated, but I kind of like it for now. It's really cool. Just a heads up. When you walk in, to your right is the front, obviously. There's even like a little desk area, which is really cool. And I think this chair like spins around. There's some extra pillows. There's Clayton's stuff. There's another chair with some like extra blankets and comforters in it. That'll get put away sometime. And then we have this couch and like folds out to like a queen size bed, which is really cool if we have guests over. And there's a little mirror. Here we have like our little sitting kitchen dining room area. And this folds into a bed as well. So there's like 2 extra beds in this RV, which is really cool. You can see there's like tons of storage here. These pull out all the way and it's like the length of them. TV not set up yet. We have the kitchen. Just like so much storage up there, across the top. So much storage in the kitchen. And there is a stove there. It's just like folds out so you have more counter space. Stove, oven, microwave. Sink is like in here. You just like pull these up and then you have a full sink, which is amazing. We have a Keurig in here, but neither of us drink coffee, so we're just gonna like use it to boil water for our tea. Matcha. This is our full fridge, which is so awesome to have. We are so excited to finally have a fridge. And again, I'll like update you on like what our situation was before and what it is now. But a full fridge and freezer to ourselves. So this is the fridge. We haven't really gotten groceries yet, but we got the essentials, mayo, blueberries, you know, a mango, and then a full freezer. I'm just like super grateful for little things like this. Well, it's big for like me and for my husband right now, just because like for the past month we haven't had like our own full fridge and freezer, or even like our own sink or our own like living room or dining room. That's what we wanted, but then we're like, okay, we did it for a month, upgrade a little bit. We're just super grateful. I'm glad we took the time to like be very like nomadic and minimal in that time, and because it just like makes us that much more grateful to have things that like people think are so little and take for granted. And then we have a full shower and bath. Here is the bathroom. Oh, hi. So here's the bathroom. More mirrors. There's so many mirrors in here. Got a sink, shelf area, toilet, more storage, more mirrors, more storage down here. Sorry, I'm a really bad camera person. Cool, we got a bathroom. And then into the bedroom. Look at this, more mirrors, it's crazy. Here's the bed, sorry, not made yet. So much storage again. Like there's two sides of the closet, more storage, and then a window. I'm like raving about the storage in here, and we have like nothing to put in it because before we moved out to Utah, we literally sold and got rid of like everything that we don't use or that we don't need, and now we just have like the essentials. And it's just funny, like I'm raving about the storage, but we have absolutely nothing to put in the storage. Just super grateful. Now that I gave you a little tour of the RV, I'm gonna organize, hang up my clothes, and chat with you guys. Is it focusing? Oh good. I really hope you can hear me. I need to test this audio. It's gonna kind of explain what's been going on the past month. A month ago, we moved from Indiana to Utah. And it's been amazing. We love Utah. Our situation when we got here, and our plan when we got here was to just stay in Airbnbs for the foreseeable future because it's way cheaper than rent. If you do like Airbnbs for like the monthly rate or whatever, it's way cheaper than rent. That was our plan, and it was working. It's working. We came to this B&B. It was like there was like a tent out, like a huge, like I don't really know what kind of tent they're called, but it's like a huge tent. Literally had a queen size bed in it. There's a heater, there was a fan, there were like bean bags, like it was the whole shebang. Outside of the tent there was like a little living room area. We also had access to like the whole B&B, like the kitchen, living rooms in the house, bathrooms in the house, everything. And then like it's on a farm, so like there's a fire pit, you can walk down the road and see horses, there's a reservoir, like everything. And so we stayed in the tent for like 2 nights, and we're like, oh, we love this place, it's awesome. And like the B&B is so cool because there's like 7 rooms in the house also that people stay in. And then there's like, someone lives in like an RV and on the property, and it's just like you're seeing and meeting new people all the time. So we stayed there for 2 days because that's what we had booked, and then we had booked out like a few weeks different Airbnbs in the area so we could like try out what we like, and so we can like, okay, we're gonna stay here for like a month or 2 months or 3 months, whatever. So we stayed in that tent for like 2 nights, I believe, at first, and then we went to another town and stayed in an Airbnb. And then we tried another one, and then we tried another one, and nothing beat just like living on the farm. So we like canceled all of our other like Airbnbs, like longer stays, and we just contacted this B&B, and we're like, hey, we like just want to like stay here. So we're like, cool, let's live in a tent though. Like we could have got a room in the house, but like the tent was also a little cheaper. We moved into the tent officially, and great, like the best time. It just got a little uncomfy after like 2-3 weeks. It got a little bit uncomfy. We had started work, and then like long days at work, and we'd come back, and then it'd be like, I don't want to like sit in a tent or like go to sleep in a tent. It just wasn't like the ideal situation, but we stuck it out, and like we enjoyed it. Like we were very grateful for what we had at the time. And the B&B, the lady that runs the B&B, bought a brand new RV. And she's like, yeah, I'm gonna just like have that as like an extra room, like rent it out as like an extra room, like the same price as the rooms in the house. And we're like, oh, that's really cool. And yeah, we kind of just got set up in the RV, and it took like a week or two. Like we knew we were gonna move to the RV, and we're like, okay, 2 more weeks till the RV, 1 more week to the RV, 1 more day till the RV, and we finally moved in 2 nights ago. And we just love it because pricing's great for like what we have, and then we also have free Wi-Fi in the house, free breakfast in the house, free laundry in the house, and it's great. We really love the people here, the lady that runs the B&B and her whole family. We literally have met her whole family because they all came in. Like she has like 8-9 children, and they're all like grown up, and they have like some that have their own families and stuff. One of her daughters got engaged, and like we became friends with her kids and other people that are living in the house. There's just so much kindness and care, and it's just like an amazing place to be right now. And our goal right now is to just save money, as like much money as possible for the things that we want to do and our goals that we have as a married couple. And yeah, it's just an ideal situation, and it's great. Job wise, I'm supposed to be like doing stuff while I talk to you. I'm not good at multitasking. Job wise, so Clayton got a job. He's been like in landscaping for the past 4 years, and so before we moved here, he sent out like applications to a bunch of random landscaping companies, and he got a few calls back, but the company that we're with now was like the most it just had the most like benefits and hours and location, and it was just like the right place at the time. And so I just like threw all my stuff in here, so I'm gonna go through it. So then he like got the job, like over the phone, over like a FaceTime, he got the job. He's like, hey, my wife like could work in the office or something, because this landscaping company is like growing, and they like merged with like 5 other companies, and they're like really growing. And this guy was actually like looking for people to run the social media and to help out in the office with other projects and events and stuff. And long story short, I landed the job because I was just willing to learn, and I had a lot of different ideas that I presented to him and he loved. I landed the job, and then that is how we moved here and started work so quickly, because we already had the jobs lined up and everything. So where we're staying at this B&B, it's a 30-minute commute to this job, which we were like, you know what, it's going to be worth it. It's a great place to work and everything. And Clayton has worked there officially a month, and I'm almost a month working there. And there's a fly in here. It's just not what we hoped. It's a great place to work. Like, we don't take it for granted. Everyone's great, and I'm like way more messy than he is, because I'm in the office, and I'm literally planning a company barbecue. My idea. I'm the one that like planned it all out. I've really invested myself in the people there and in projects. Like I literally started so many projects, and it's hard for me to walk away from that. But Clayton just isn't, it's not what he wants, and he knows what he wants. And I think him working here helped him realize what he like really, really wants. And so he's been feeling that way since literally like the end of the first week he started working at this job. And I was just like, oh, he's gonna get used to it. He just needs to like meet the people, like get to know the people more and everything. And he's made like a best friend already on the crew, and like we hang out with him every weekend and stuff. It's just like he'd probably have to explain it more, like how he feels about it. But I just, in my mind, I was like, oh, it's only week 1. Like, just give it more time. Let's feel it out. And then in that time, I was like kind of thriving a little bit, because I was presenting all these new ideas to the boss, and they were like getting cleared. Like, yeah, do it, go for it, love it. And I was just being able to be like creative and work on the social media side of things, which that was like what my main job with this company was supposed to be, like a brand ambassador. This past week for me, little things were popping up that were like, ooh, that's not gonna work well with like our future goals. And like the company is already 30 minutes away, and they're gonna move even further away in the near future. And gas is crazy expensive right now. Like, we have a Toyota Venza, which like a few years ago was like a great car. It got good gas mileage, but now it's like, oh my gosh, no matter what car you drive, it's like literally our tank wasn't empty, and it cost $75 the other day to like fill it up the rest of the way. And our goal is to like save as much money as possible, so commuting like an hour there and back every day is not ideal. especially if we could find something way closer, like in the town that we're living in. So, I cannot multitask, let me tell you. So yesterday, I had like a leadership meeting, like we have a meeting every Thursday at my job. And so we had this meeting, and they were talking about moving up north, and like, I felt like within myself that like, I literally said in my head while we were having this meeting, like, we're not gonna stay here long. Like, stay at this job long. And like, because I already knew where Clayton's head was at with everything, and how much stress he was under with this job, and I was like, okay, like, I don't know, I just felt it in my soul that it's not right. It's not right for us. So, and I didn't really say anything to Clayton after work last night, and then we came back here and we went inside the house to cook dinner. And we were just talking to the people who are here, and one of the guys, older guys that lives here, was like, hey, are you guys looking for work? And he had asked us before, but we're like, oh no, we have a job and everything. We're good. And he asked us again last night. I was like, hey, he's mainly talking to Clayton, but he's like, are you looking for work? Because I'll pay you, let's just say it was so much more than what we're getting paid. It's like stone, like cutting stone or something like that, like working with like stone and like limestone, like cutting things, and I don't know. But this guy's making bank, like thousands of dollars a month. And he's like, yeah, man, come work, like help me, work for me. And Clayton was like, wow, like, is that like a sign? Like, is that something I should jump at? And then the owner of the B&B came in and was like, hey, I might have like a little side landscaping gig for you to do. And we were like, whoa, like, because we had talked about like starting our own little small landscaping business, just me and him, like doing like maintenance on people's yards and stuff. And she's like, yeah, like, I'm the management of this new rental for someone. And we were just like, we just got presented with two opportunities that like he wants to learn a new skill, and I want to get into like a side business that could potentially become a full-on business with my husband. And we were like, whoa. So we like cooked dinner, and we just kind of had a family meeting, and we talked about, we literally got a notebook where like pros and cons of like working here and like staying at this job and everything. And we came down to the decision that Clayton is going to leave the company that we're at. And he's literally, that's where he's at right now. He's kind of shadowing this guy today at this stone place. I worked today from home, I told you that, but I might put in my 2 weeks today or Monday. I'm not sure. I don't know, because literally, like, I have this event coming up that I planned for this company, like the barbecue. It's like next Thursday. I don't know. I mean, I could still do the barbecue and everything. It's just like, oh, next week I'm like gone. Like, I don't know. I'm more invested in this company than he is. And like, I'm on the inside, so I can see how much they need people right now, because they're like growing. And Clayton's such a hard, good worker, and they're really losing someone there. I don't know. It's like, I know what's right for us and for our future goals and what we need to do right now. But then there's that side of me, like, I don't want to like let these people down. Like, they're such good, genuine people, and it's a genuine business, and it's a great place to work. Yeah, it's just, it's a difficult situation for me. And like, I know deep down in my heart I'm gonna quit. Like, I'm gonna quit either now or later. And so yeah, that's just kind of where we're at. I'll keep you updated on that. I'm gonna like just say right now I'm probably gonna quit, but it's like, should I just like quit flat out, or like put in my 2 weeks, or yeah, I don't know. Right now it works because we're both working at this company and we both do the commute together, so it's kind of worth it. But if it's like he's working here and it's just me going back and forth, then of course I don't make as much as him at this job. Is it even worth it to stick out the next 2 weeks and like make things a little more complicated with like driving, because we share a car right now? Just that's what's happening. I'm finally hanging up my clothes. I've been living out of a suitcase for a month, and like I love living out of a suitcase. It makes me feel like a traveler. But just the option to hang up my clothes has made me so excited to move into the RV. We're happy in the RV. Almost happy with career options. We're figuring that out. Taking a trip in July. We're having my brother-in-law, Clayton's brother, is coming here, and then our friend Landon, who's basically family, are coming here, and they're gonna stay here with us for a few days, and we're gonna like go do hikes and go to a hot spring and camp and backpack, whatever. And then we had planned on going down to Zion, but it's like the second week of July when they're coming, and that's like literally the hottest time apparently to go to like Zion. So I don't know if we're gonna I know we might go there, but maybe we'll like go up north instead, like near Park City, or I don't know, up into the, like, go to Uinta National Forest instead, which that's like literally just down the road, which is really cool. We're so grateful, like, just how everything has worked out, and it's like, I'd say like, oh, it's fate, but it's just like we listened to our hearts and we listened to our body and like what feels right for us, and really knowing and being in tune with yourself is important when you're making decisions like that, like life decisions, like moving across the country or getting a job and finding out where to live and what to do with your money. So we've just been listening to our hearts and really learning about ourselves and like figuring out who we are or who we want to be, and just becoming that and being that. So this video is probably super long. I should probably end it. But yeah, the rest of the day I'm just going to help out here. Clayton's going to get home. I can't wait to hear about how this, job shadowing went for him. And I don't know if I mentioned, but like I did get offered the same job that he did. So that's cool. Like I could go cut stone, whatever. And I could even just do it like a part-time thing, so that's cool. And this will give us more time for personal things, like Clayton's writing a book, and he has a YouTube channel himself, and I'm doing YouTube, and I have a podcast that I need to record an episode for. We'll just have more time for things, and we love being around here and not having to like drive so far every day. And yeah, so that's the update. We're figuring it out, and we're having a great time. We're just at peace, and we're content, and happy and joyful, and in tune. Yeah, subscribe if you want to follow along on our journey and stay updated on our life. Thank you for watching, and I love you guys so much.
Bye.